Hello, students of 10th class. This is Shruti. Today I'll discuss with you your chapter first of civics. Your chapter is power sharing. Okay, let's start your chapter. In this chapter, first of all, you have to understand that what is power sharing. Power sharing means the distribution of power among the organs of the government, such as the legislative, executive, and judiciary. Alright, actually power sharing also helps in achieving the stability of political order. Alright, now you will understand power sharing in the context of two countries, Belgium and Sri Lanka. Alright, let's start from Belgium. Belgium is a European country with the population of little over 1 crore. In this country, the ethnic composition is complex of the total populations. 59% lived in Flemish region and speak the Dutch language. Another 40% people live in Wallonia region and speak French language. Alright, and remaining 1% of the Belgians speak German language. According to capital city of Belgium, 80% people speak French language and 20% people are Dutch speaking language. Now you got this means the Dutch-speaking community grew from the 1950s to 1960s. There were tensions between two communities, Dutch and French, because of their differences. You can get their differences here. Now the context of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is located south of India. There are 2 crores diverse peoples in Sri Lanka. The major social groups are the Sinhala speakers. These are 74% Sinhala speakers. Alright? And Tamil speakers 18%. Alright? Tamil speakers divided into 2 groups. First one is Sri Lankan Tamil. Second one is Indian Tamil. Alright. Sri Lankan Tamil was Tamil native of the country of Sri Lanka. And Indian Tamil 5%, that was 5%, came from India during the colonial period as a plantation worker. Alright, now you got these points. Sinhala speaking peoples are mainly Buddhist, while the Tamil speaking people were Hindus or Muslim. There was even 7% Christians who were both Tamil and Sinhala. Alright. Now the new topic is majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka independent in 1948. In Sri Lanka, the democratically elected government opted for a series of majoritarian policy measures because they desired Sinhala supremacy. Some of the measures taken were like this. First one is Sinhala was the only official language. Second one, the governments followed preferential policies and Sinhala applicants for university positions and government job also. Alright. This made the Sri Lankan Tamil feel aligned. As a result of this, the Sri Lankan Tamil launched parties and began struggles for the recognitions of Tamil as an official language. By the 1980s, several official political organizations were formed. They demanded for an independent Tamil Eelam state, that means, okay, in northern and eastern part of Sri Lanka. Alright. All this soon turned into a civil war, thereby causing distress in the nation. Alright. Now the new topic is accommodation in Belgium. From 1970 to 1993, the Constitution of Belgium was amended 4 times. The idea was to work out an arrangement that would make everyone to live together. Key elements of Belgium order are like, first one is the number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. Second one is certain power of the central government were given to state government of the 2 regions of the country. Third one is there was a separate government for Brussels in which both the communities had equal representatives. Alright. Now the fourth one is there was a provision of community government that was elected by people belonging to one language. Okay. Hence now you got one thing here. It was a fairly better alternative than the majoritarian policy of Sri Lanka. Alright. Next topic is why power sharing is desirable. I'll discuss in the next video. Okay then, stay home, stay safe, take care.